Mr. Cullen, good to have you back on. Absolute mega fight coming up in just over 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Two absolute monster names in the European scene and Cage Warriors more so. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a fight I've been, the type of fight I've been screaming for a long, long time. And Cage Warriors have finally put it together. Got offered Tobias about 6-7 weeks ago now. And as soon as it was offered him, I knew, like, oh, that's the fight. And I knew it's on because he's a game kid. There was no way he was going to say no. You know, that's what he's known for, and he turned up to fight. So I can't wait to get in there and show everyone just how fucking good I am.
That's
and
it, mate.
put a beating on him.
He's been in big fights as well, hasn't he? So
yeah.
Are you hoping for the best version of him? You're not thinking he's going to run because I know that you've had blemishes now. You went on a steaming run and now you've had blemishes. Are you hoping that he brings the best version of himself and doesn't underestimate you because of that?
I don't think he's daft enough to underestimate me, to be honest. If he is and he's not mentally ready, mentally prepared to go through a tough fight, he's deluded. I don't really care what Tobias turns up because I am better than him every day of the week. And I'm ready to just fucking destroy someone, show how fucking good I am, and put my hands on him and do the damage. You know, I'm just ready to progress in my career, and Tobias is the next guy in line to really make me shine. Do you know what I mean? When I put him away on the 15th of November.
Absolutely. It's like I said, it's a coming of age fight for you. And even though he is stepping up in a weight class, we know he comes to fight, so that's not really going to make too much of a difference, is it?
No, we did. I mean, he's fought at lightweight before, hasn't he? And in the past, like short notice and this and that. He's a game kid. He is not scared of me one bit. I don't think, and I like that, because I get to break him. And that's what I do in fights. I punish people, and I make them quit, and I make them doubt themselves. And that's exactly what I'm going to do to Tobias. So I'm expecting him to come forward, guns blazing, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. And it's going to be a fight, an exciting fight for all the fans going down there.
Brilliant. I'm really looking forward to it, and it's just a shame that there's two title fights on it. Because the fight that you're in with Tobias now, it's a main event on any Cage Warriors card, isn't it?
Yeah. For the UK MMA fight, it's like it is a main event type style fighting caliber. But it is what it is. Like the eyes are going to be on me regardless. So that's the only reason you want main events, isn't it? For the eyes and the drama. But I know people are watching this fight, and it's a perfect opportunity for me to shine.
Absolutely. Especially with all the pullouts and the people that have said no over the years. Off the top of your head, Cullen, can you give us a number of the amount of people that have either pulled out or said no?
Oh, lads, it must be 30. I mean, this is my 11th pro fight. It's got to be at least 3 a fight. It's been ridiculous. I've had fight camps with 7 different opponents before. And, as soon as I seen Tobias's name on the sheet, you knew that wasn't going to be an option. I mean, for him to pull out with this fight, something would have to go seriously wrong. Couldn't have no complaints because he's a tough kid.
Yeah,
and so he's coming, he's turning up, and he's going to be ready to throw down on me. And he's an experienced guy, isn't he? He's been there. He's done it all before. It's not new to him, big fights. So I'm excited to test him with my skills.
Absolutely. Now, I'm right in saying that he was meant to go to a contender series, this year?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. I believe he was, I think it was last year, he was meant to be on the contenders, and he never he never went for whatever reason. I'm not too sure, but that just all adds to the motivation for me. That's the level of fighter he is. So if I can go in there and do what I know I'm capable of doing, that just puts my name in that sort of stead, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And I think for you to go into contender series, I think it might be a blessing in disguise, because if they're still going to struggle to match you at lightweight going ahead, then at least contender series, you've got something there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it perfectly suits my style, doesn't it?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I'm putting on a show and having a good old fucking scrap. So anything like that's good for me. But to be honest, lads, I'm just looking at Tobias for now. I'd be daft to be looking past Tobias.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
anyone who's done that in the past has probably paid for that the hard way. I am solely focused on Tobias, and all the prep's gone fantastic, and I can't wait to show what I've been working on, not just for this camp, but 11 years of hard graft and dedication. It's my time to shine and really put a statement on for all the people watching.
Absolutely. You've been in Cage Warriors for a long time now, so it's like I said, it's definitely your coming of age fight. The Adam Cullen coming out party. I suppose, I think the first defeat, that was a massive shock for everybody, especially yourself. But the second one, I felt that was a razor thin decision. Now, I suppose you just put that to the back of your head straight away and then crack on. Did you get back in the gym pretty much straight away? Because I know you was a bit pissed. I seen you after the fight and you was a bit pissed off, to say the least.
Yeah, there was nothing to dwell on. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
It was like like you say, razor thin. I still think I won that fight. I still think I was the one chasing the finish and doing what the judges want to see, causing damage, defending takedowns. But that is what it is. You can't dwell on it. Like losses happen. Split decisions like that happen. Like it happens at all levels. You see that in the main event title fights in the UFC, and then people fume about it for a week, and then the sport moves on. You could sit there dwelling on, oh yeah, if, we might have lost the title to a split decision like Sean Strickland. Arguably, he won that fight with just Du Plessis. But if he dwells on it, lads, where's he going to be? Do you know what I mean? You've got to just crack on. Okay, that fight wasn't perfect. That's the reason it went to a decision. So I've got stuff to work on. I've always trying to evolve as a fighter and get to that next level. Sometimes you need stuff like that to slow you down. I mean, like you say, I was on a blazing tear, and I was like 23 years old, killing people off. But I learned lessons inside and outside of the cage. I mean, like in terms of me prep and me nutrition and how big I was coming into these fights. Like every nutritionist I've spoke to, about how heavy I come into that like Gerling fight and into the Harold Cohen fight, of all being like, what? Like that's insane. But like you don't learn them lessons, do you, without
going through it?
Without going through it, of course, yeah. And I always say to people always go, do you regret like cutting so much weight for them 2 fights and in my opinion getting beat because of it? And I say no, because I'd have done it anyway. I'd been in the UFC on a 3-fight win streak, say, and I'd have still done it. Or in the UFC debut and I'd have still done it. And sometimes losing at that higher level is far more detrimental than losing now and learning your lessons now while you're still cutting your teeth. And I'm still young and I've got plenty of time. And I just feel like I'm a uber experienced mixed martial artist. And now I'm coming into them cages super experienced, super calm, and prepped professionally with every box ticked. I'm ready to run through people, and that's exactly what I'm planning on doing to the Spires.
Brilliant. I think we're going to see the best version of Adam Cullen in the capital in a couple of weeks. And you were just saying about all your different experiences and what you've taken into your own fight camps and stuff. But you've been cornering teammates, haven't you? I remember seeing you backstage in Prague for when Shem fought in June, and you did George's corner recently. For you, do you pick up anything that you can take yourself when you're looking at it from an outsider's perspective? So when you're not fighting and you're doing the corner, because I know a lot of MMA gyms do it, I know a lot of boxing gyms do it, but that's what it's all about, in it, covering your mates, covering your pals and stuff like that. But did you take anything from it?
Yeah, to be honest, I took a lot from it in terms of like everyone's got a different setup, a different way they like to do it, like to warm up, like to go out there. And the biggest thing that I took from it is all of it doesn't fucking matter. Nothing matters apart from that 15 minutes in the cage. So whether you have the fucking great warm up and have boss pads, or you just fucking turn up and put your gloves on and have it. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is 15 minutes and being focused, being mentally prepared, and being ready to fight, as hard as you can. Like that was the big thing, and it doesn't also have like obviously cornered in Brno, was with Shem in Prague, been to Las Vegas and cornered Nathan, And the other thing is, it's all the fucking same. Doesn't matter whether you're in the UFC or in a sports hall and, you know, the arse end of fucking of Anfield. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's a cage. It's you. It's him. And all the outside, all the bullshit, all the, you know, Instagram and this is how many followers he's got, or he's this killer and that killer. It's just you and him at the end of the day with mixed martial arts rule set, and you're going to find out who the better man is. So all it really did was calm me in a sense of like, it's just a fight. And like, I've been training to do this since I was 15 years old, and I'm fucking very, very good at it.
I like that.
In a cage anywhere in the world, any organisation against any person, you either got it or you don't. And that's what I realised going to all these shows, that like, I am world class, and I'm ready to show that.
You have always believed in that. When I've spoken to you previously, I think it was about this time last year, you have always believed that. And you're a crowd pleaser. Tobias is a crowd pleaser. He wears a mask. Cullen doesn't wear a mask. What you see is what you get with Adam Cullen. So I'm I'm looking forward to it. But the lads that are on basically the cusp of going now, so Riley when he gets his thing sorted, and then you and Liam Gittins. So this time next year, realistically, as well as Nathan, do you also see yourselves flying the next gen banner along with Paddy and Molly in the UFC?
There's no reason why we shouldn't be. Do you know what I mean?
12 months is realistic, isn't it? You know. So.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like 12 months is plenty of time to get plenty of wins and things happen and shit like that. It's there's no reason why it shouldn't happen. And like, through all my experience this year of going all these places and training with all these people and that, like, we are fucking unbelievable as a gym. We are so good. And even all the guys that come to our gym from other places, and when we've been to other gyms and trained with these world-class UFC fighters, lads, there's something going on in our gym, and we are that level. So there's no reason why. And like, people say about getting to the UFC, like, I'm planning on smashing through the UFC.
Passing that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like getting there and being the boy in the UFC, because that's the level I know I'm at. I know I'm that level. Ask all my training partners, ask anyone who actually knows me, who hasn't just seen me short little Cage Warriors career as short as being. Like, I'm fucking a seriously good MMA fighter. And it's my time to shine now, and I'm ready to take off into the stratosphere of global MMA.
Absolutely, Adam. The way we've been talking for the last 12 and a half minutes, it's like you want to go and fight tomorrow now. You're that ready.
Ready, I'll go and fight tomorrow. Like, I'm ready. I'm there. This is it. This is it for me, and I'm gonna do it.
There's no plan B. Well, just touching on what you're saying there about the gym. Now, it is, in my opinion, the best gym in the country, and Rimmer and everybody involved is going to start enjoying the fruits of their labour a bit more when you have started pro. I know everybody's at different levels, but there's the next gen that still over the last few years, the ones that have been pushing to go through. So the names I've just mentioned, yourself, Nathan, Riley, Gittins. It is going to be a beautiful moment to see is when you are all in there, because the press, and especially if you can get on a couple of the same cars together, because the press conferences are going to be golden. Tell you that for nothing.
Yeah, that'd be sick. But that's it. It seems like we've all been on the cusp for a long, long time, and shit happens and that. But that's the beauty of MMA. It's like, you can stick at it. Like, there's so many times we all could have quit and called it a day and this and that, and you think people with lesser character would have and bottled it and pulled out and, you know, made decisions and gone and got a normal job and shit like that. But like, it shows how much we want it, and like, we've come out the other side, and like you say, I think we're gonna have like not only just like a stable UFC fighters, but like a stable of the top UFC fighters all coming out of the next generation, because of the system that Paul, Ellison and then Dave have set up together.
Absolutely. Now, just to go back, you was touching about the weight cuts last time. You are big for 155. There's no secret. Everybody knows that you're a huge lightweight. It's freaky in some ways. Is the plan to stay at lightweight, or do you see yourself going up to 170 anytime soon?
No, I'm definitely a lightweight. It's just about the prep for me. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Like, I'm very good at cutting weight. Like, I cut weight very easily, and like, I'll get to the scales easy. But it's like, just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's what I learned out the hard way.
Yeah.
And obviously I had 6 first round finishes, cutting from like stupid numbers. And it was all in the first round, but say the first round, a lot of them didn't even get past like halfway through the first round.
Yeah,
you don't find out how much your weight cut's affecting you when you're doing that. And then I found out how it affected you. So I've just taken a more scientific approach to my weight cuts with Paul Reed guiding me. And yeah, I am a lightweight. I'm just a big lightweight, but I've got to treat my dieting and my weight cuts like I treat my training, where I take that very seriously and I leave no stone unturned. I've just got to do the same thing with my weight cuts, and now I've nailed that down. Like, I'm a big, dangerous lightweight that knows how to cut weight.
Absolutely. And like you said, you've learnt the hard way. So hopefully Mr. Harila will learn the hard way on the 15th. Adam, thank you for joining me this evening, brother. It's been a pleasure as always.
Thank you for having me. See you on the 15th.
See you on the 15th, bro.